Hello listeners. So this video I'm doing is for YouTube user ASMR Nails, and who won the contest that I held when I hit 500 subscribers, or as one of the winners. I picked two of them. So that person had asked for a paper folding video. So that's what we're going to do today. And I also want to thank them because while I was doing research for this project, what I found to do was very cool. And it's actually going to be part of my Valentine's gift for my wife. So this is what we're going to be making. It is a triangle shaped box made out of paper. So I'm going to be going through the steps on how to put this together, and specifically on how to make it appropriate for Valentine's Day. So it should be a lot of fun. So the first thing we need to do is get the paper ready. This is just a practice one that I did. So the first thing you need is 6 square sheets of paper, like this. And I'm using, because this is going to be a box, I'm using heavy cardstock. But I would definitely recommend practicing with regular, like, copy paper first, because the heavier cardstock is a little more difficult to work with. But once you know what you're doing, you can work with the heavier cardstock and make a more substantial box. So that was the first thing I did, is I cut 6 squares out. And of course, the bigger the squares, the bigger the box. And the second thing I did was I unfolded one of my sample patterns, and I marked these parts that are actually be showing on the finished box. These here, this triangle, and this space here. And then what I did was I marked that pattern here. There's a triangle. And I've already completed these 5. And then I colored in the triangle. And then I just basically drew hearts in the area that'll show up. So you won't see all of these, but you'll see some of them. And if I did it right, it'll make the box look really cool. So you basically need 3 pieces of paper for the top, and then I'll show you how to make a second size that slips inside of it to make a box, like a lid. Okay, so set these aside for now. And the first thing I've got to do is sharpen my pencil here. Get the camera to stop focusing on my shirt. Let me see if I can do something here. There we go. Okay. That doesn't want to focus on it, does it? Come on. You can do it. There you go. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is color in this triangle here. And I'm going to color it a little bit larger so that as the box shifts back and forth, and if I don't get the folds exactly right, you won't see any white space around it, hopefully. So there's the triangle, and next we'll draw in some hearts in this area. So now we're going to just draw some hearts in here, kind of a general Valentine type thing. And I like to draw some large ones that'll kind of fold in different, go across some different folds, so it'll look really interesting. And then I'll do some smaller ones to kind of fill in. And then I'll do another set of smaller ones, just a few. Give it some visual interest here. Hope you can hear the pencil on the paper okay. Okay. So there is the completed artwork, just kind of a strip along the middle. And hopefully as we fold this, it'll show up. Now, the folding actually takes place on this side, so you want to put your artwork down so that the blank side is up. And the first thing I'm going to do is fold it in half. And I'm going to see if I can zoom this out a little bit. It seems awful close. There we go. Okay. You can see it better. So first we're going to fold it in half. Line up this edge here. Make sure we got it straight. And push down. And I'm going to use this pen to sharpen this crease here. Okay. So now we want to take this part here and fold it over again. And smooth it down. Okay, so it looks like that. And the next fold is going to be up here in the corner, this side. And we're just going to fold this corner down. Now it looks like that. And now we're going to make another fold all the way down this side, lining up with this edge here. And now we're going to fold it back this way. So now we have a fold going down. We're going to fold that over, and then we're going to fold this over. And that's basically just to make sure that all these folds are correct, so then we can unfold it. Okay. So we're going to keep this folded down like this. So we folded this in, then we're going to fold this over. Now comes the tricky part. We are going to take this corner here and bring it up to here, and we're going to pivot around this point right here. So hopefully when I do it, it'll make sense. So this is what it looks like. We're going to line this corner up with the top edge here. And it's going to be important to keep this part nice and straight so that all the pressure is right here on this back piece. And when this corner is lined up with this edge, we can push this down. Now we do in other pieces. I may do it from a different angle. So it looks like that. Okay. So now we have this corner here that's sticking up. We're going to bend this like this. Okay? Okay. So there's our original shape here. And then we've bent this like this. Now, what we want to do is we also need to, my fingers keep getting in the way, we also need to crease this one along this crease here. So we're going to lay this down. We still have this edge right here stays the same. Okay, we're just going to push that down, and we're going to fold this over. But don't crush this. Just fold right there. The reason we did that is we're now going to fold this up. We're going to fold this into it, underneath it. Just like that. So this piece used to be on top, and we bent it over, and then we folded it under that flap. And this shape stays the same. And we just have one more fold on this. And that is, this part right here needs to be bent up. And I wouldn't put this a hard crease because this will probably be changing as you put the other pieces together. But that is basically our first piece. Okay? So let me do another one and show you. And I'll try to do it from a little bit different angle. So we're going to fold it in half. We're going to fold this part in half. Then we fold our corner down. Okay, we're going to put the long crease this way. Do it this way so you can see. Okay. So then we folded this down, and we're going to fold it over like that. Now we do the pivot fold. And make sure we hit this point. We push that down like that. Increase it right there. And I'm going to put a link to the page I got this from on the video, so if there's any question you can go and look there. And this folds down, but this doesn't. And then we fold like that. Just enough to give a crease to that part. And then that part folds underneath this. Like that. And then this folds up a little bit like that. Okay? And that's our third piece. So now we can try to put this monster together. And how it works is you have these corners on each piece, and they go opposite each other. So this corner will go on the opposite side of this corner. And this part will fold and tuck. It won't fold, it will tuck underneath this part right here. Like that. And then this part that we folded up will also tuck underneath here. And then this will slide in. Remember I said that this fold is just temporary because it's just enough to help it get underneath here. So we can then push it down and then create the real crease. Okay. And once you do it once or twice, you kind of understand how it works. So it's easier once you've actually gone through it. Okay. So now we have the third piece to go this way. So this corner will go opposite to this corner. And this side will tuck into here, so we've got to do all of this together. So I'll get it tucked in there. And then get this one tucked in here. Okay, but I don't want to push them together quite yet, because now I've got this flap to put underneath this, and I've got this piece to put under this one. Okay, and this is where it gets tricky. And it will probably nearly pop apart on you several times, but that's okay. Okay. So now, it's not together yet, but I've got these three main flaps, or pieces underneath these three flaps here. But these aren't pushed all the way in the corner yet. So I just bring the corners in closer. And I start to put in the creases in those tail pieces that I folded up just a little bit. So now those folds will become final. And that will help give strength to the walls of my box. Okay. So you'll notice that these three pieces overlap each other, and that's one of the more tricky parts. Once that kind of locks in place, it kind of goes a little bit more smoothly from there. And this won't look 100% perfect on the inside, but so here's the inside of the box once everything is folded in, and it might not look 100% perfect on the inside, but this is what the outside should look like. So there's the triangles that we colored, and then we have the outside covered with Valentine hearts. Okay. So now we're going to work with creating a box like this that is just a little bit smaller, so that this will fit over it like a lid. Okay. We have our three pieces, just the same, and but we're going to modify it a little bit. And I'm not going to make this truly origami, because with origami you don't use scissors. But because this is a little bit thicker paper, if I don't cut some of it down, it'll get too thick. If it was thin paper, I could just fold it over. But with this, I'll have to trim some things off. Okay. So this basically follows the exact same pattern. I'll do these fairly quickly since I've done so many others. Fold this a little bit past. And put on our crease and trim it off. Okay. I'm finishing up these other two pieces. I'm going to talk about the other contest winner. Not very much, but just to let you know that there was another winner. And I've heard from that person. And the thing they requested was very cool. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do it right. And I may actually have to put together some special equipment for it and record it differently than I do the other ones, which is really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm glad that it's going to be a challenge. So if all goes well, I'll have it done fairly quickly. But I do have to get the pieces together and then test them and stuff. So that video may not be the next video that I make, but it will be close. I may make one or two other ones. Before I get everything together to make the other contest video. But hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Okay. I forgot to tuck this one in on this one. Okay. We're coming into the home stretch here. One more to go. There we go. 3 pieces, ready to put together the other side of the box. I know this is going to be a long video, and I apologize for that. Hopefully it's interesting. There's certainly lots of paper sounds. I hope that it's relaxing. Sometimes I get in a rush to finish these videos and I forget to just stop and be relaxing. I get into the project. I want to get it done. So now, this should look remarkably similar to the other one that we did. But it should be, if I've done it right, just a little bit smaller. So that this one will fit thing with this small one is to make sure that these corners are tight and this piece pushes all the way up against this other side. Or else it would be a bigger box and it won't fit inside. Okay. There you have it. The little one fit inside the big one. It worked. Yay. So. So, thank you to ASMR Nails for the suggestion, and congratulations for winning the contest. I hope that this was enough paper folding, and I hope it was relaxing, and wasn't too many loud noises, and I hope my voice was relaxing. I think I got carried away a little bit there, and I think it was kind of loud, but now you have a box you can make for your Valentine's Day. So, thank you for subscribing. I hope you learned something, and I hope this was relaxing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. There's plenty more to come. I have plenty more ideas. I'm looking forward to making them for you.